Welcome back to Spiritual Selfish channel, guys. My name is Kristina Day, and here we focus on you so that you can raise your vibration and become conscious creator of your own life. Now, guys, as you can see from the title, today we're talking all about shadow work and the importance of shadow work. How important is it? Because we all know, majority of us have heard about shadow work. We all know that we have to do it, we should do it, but many of us are either avoiding it, giving up on it, or just confused how actually to do it, and when you consider that you finished your shadow work, right? So we're going to be talking about all about this in today's video. And as always, if this topic resonates with you, please give it a like right now, share, subscribe, comment down below. And I also, guys, I wanted to ask you, somebody told me that I should be also saying in my YouTube videos, click the notification bell. You know how all the YouTubers do that, but personally, it annoys the hell out of me. So I would love to hear your opinion. If I would say click the notification button, would you really click it? But if so, please click it. Anyway, guys, let's dive into shadow work, right? And stay till the end, because at the end, I will share something with you with what I'm creating around shadow work, and I would love you to co-create with me. So what is shadow work? Basically, it is what it is, a shadow, something that is hidden, something that we do not see, right? And it can be our emotions, our characteristics of ours. It can be suppressed emotions that we don't even realize are there. There are parts of that we consciously hide in the shadow, and there are parts that we have no idea even exist because they are on the subconscious level. And as we are waking up, 2020 has been such a pivotal year for so many of us. Shadow work is something that you start doing when you are on your spiritual awakening. And to be honest, when I was going through my spiritual awakening the first year, I had no idea that I'm going through spiritual awakening, because I had no idea that something like this even exists. I just was thinking like, I'm freaking lost. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. But it was, and at that time I was starting my first online business, which was in marketing. And one of my clients, she was actually a spiritual business coach. And as I was watching her YouTube videos, because that was part of my, job, she was talking about like the spiritual science of spiritual awakening. And it really hit me. I was like, my God, I experienced this for the past year. Is this spiritual awakening? Right? And same thing with the shadow work. I had no idea that there's something like shadow work. I only became aware that I did shadow work after I did it. Because I was doing all of this, at the time I was living in Bali, and I will go to events, work with coaches, go to healing and so on and so forth, and work on myself because I felt like a crap, I was going through really high and lows, and I was doing this work, and I had no idea it's called shadow work. But also let me know in the comments, how far you are with shadow work. Have you consciously started doing it or not? But basically, shadow work is letting go of who we are not. It is coming back to our neutral state, right? So imagine, there's a cup of coffee. When we drink coffee, it is dirty. We have to clean it so it comes back to natural state, just being a cup, before we can pour something into it again. So same with us, we are a vessel, and throughout human experience, we went through, limited conditioning, belief systems, creating our belief systems, fears, and so on. And most of this do not come from the, source of love. It comes with limitations, fears, suppression. So if we want to be fully awake and just be as a being, high vibrational being, who we are, because we all come from source, we first have to get rid of that which is not ours, which is pulling us down and suppressing us, right? I hope this makes sense. And I also have recorded a while ago a video on shadow work for beginners, like how to, identify your shadows. So if you'd like to see that, definitely check it out. But with this video, I really want you to understand that it is crucial to do your shadow work. And I have a lot of friends, clients, people around me who call themselves, woke. But when you really interact with that person, instantly, if you have done the work yourself, instantly you can tell that they haven't done the shadow work. And there's no judgment or whatsoever. It's just, we have to really understand that spiritual awakening is not unicorns and rainbows. It's not about, I know better, or I'm now able to channel, or whatever. Real spiritual work there is in the shadow work, because there's not many people who are actually there and actually do the shadow work really at deep level. Because again, as I said, many of us avoid it, give up on it, or start to blame ourselves or whatever, or even get caught up in spiritual ego, right? Like, there's even shadow to spirituality. Everywhere is shadow and light, right? So, there's many aspects of shadow work, but one of the most common one is identity loss, your ego death, inner child healing. Really, looking and healing and letting go all of the suppressed lower emotion vibrations, right? As a map of consciousness, you have to first let go of these lower vibration emotions so you can come to neutral state. And from there, you can think about raising your vibration. Because, yeah, you can raise your vibration, but it won't last long, because you have all of this crap from the past pulling your vibration back down, and it's in your physical body, your emotional body, and your mental body. So we really have to do the work. And I was lucky enough that I did the work the right way, and there's no right or wrong way, but I was doing it under guidance of really high-level coaches, because I was living in Bali, and I did that, without realizing that I did shadow work. But yeah, I just want you to understand that shadow work is not just like, oh, I'm gonna look at this aspect of me, I'm gonna deal with this fear, I'm done. It is not. I do to this day shadow work myself. New shadows come up, new limiting beliefs come up that I had no idea that are there, right? So it's a work in progress, but I do observe that there is this period of time when you just wake up and you're smacked with all of your limitations, your limiting beliefs and past conditioning, and you really do a big chunk of work. It's really going to be emotional moment in your period in life. But once you do that, you remove a really, really big part of lower vibrations emotions from your energetical field. So with this video, I really, guys, want you to understand that shadow work is crucial on your spiritual awakening and spiritual involvement. Can you imagine Jesus, Buddha, to ascend to their enlightenment level without looking at their shadows? And Jesus, Buddha, and all of those ascended masters, I believe they were just people like us who just put in the work and really looked at their shadows and really then ascended and raised their vibration and their consciousness, that they were able to, reach that level of compassion and love towards themselves and the humanity, no matter what happens in the world, So we humans who are now on Earth, we have a way to go there, but it starts with spiritual shadow work. And you might be at if you took my quiz on different stages of consciousness, you might be creator, you might be co-creator, you might be viewing the world a pretty high perspective, and which is amazing. But so many still haven't done the shadow work, which is that energetical aspect, which will be lowering your vibration. So as we are now in 2021, a lot of people have woken up in 2020. Even more people will be waking up in 2021, 2022. They will be seeking guidance, and a lot of it will be coming from people like myself, yourself. So it's important that we now do the work ourselves, so we are able to guide those who are just waking up. So, guys, with that being said, I'm so excited to share with you that I'm actually creating a shadow work course myself. And as I said, I would like to co-create it with you. And obviously, I already put down all the structure and, the main points that I will be going through and walking you through. And some pieces will be actually channeled to bring that higher frequency to really help you heal and let go. But I would also love, love, love to have your input into this and how you feel you'd like to be supported on your shadow work. So I actually have created a short survey where you can input your answers, what is shadow work for you, what have you tried, and so on and so forth. So you will find the link down below. And what is even more exciting is that once I have all of this in place, I will be doing a beta program. So eventually it will become a self-paced course, but I will be doing a first round, like a program, live program with everyone who wants to join and contribute before I solidify it into the course, right? And if you fill in the survey down below, I will be emailing you when the beta version will be out, because eventually it will be self-paced course, but the very, very first round I'm going to be doing as a live program where I will be interacting with you live, right? So that I can get your feedback and implement that in the course. So if you are interested in doing shadow work with my guidance with other people together, definitely fill in the survey. Let me know how you would like to be supported. I will just email you, that, hey, beta program is now available and it's up to you to join or not. But I would highly recommend you to join because, it's the only time I will be doing this as live aspect. Otherwise, you can purchase the course later in a few months when it will be out. But other than that, guys, let me know how you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, share this survey or this video with anyone who's you feeling, on the verge of their spiritual awakening and needs support with their shadow work. And I love you so much, and I'll talk with you next week in my next video. Bye for now.